squad. And our real-life hangover crew, Swole Daddies, AJ and Giovanni.
We're from Las Vegas, so we're the real-life hangover crew.
I'll go to your party.
No. The only person we fight is the ultimate swole father, John Cena.
I'm scared. Yeah, we need to stop it right now. We're done. 3, 2, 1.
And our gauntlet has begun.
Oh my gosh.
These kids are piling out, but who will be the first to jump off the Disney W? Oh, excuse me.
AJ. We'll see if the Swole crew can win this thing and an epic hang with John Cena.
Yeah, because I don't hang out with losers. Unless it's for a team choice award. Those are impossible to win.
Got it.
No, Sean tries to figure out who's going next, and Swole Geo comes out with impressive upper body strength.
John, the Swole Daddies have already made it to the revolver.
Hey, just for strategy. Swole Daddy!
Got it.
Haley's just letting Juwan go ahead of her. Not a winning strategy.
Oklahoma Nathan following.
Okay, see you later. Haley's got to remember what the good Southern people say. If you're feeling froggy, jump.
Come on, baby, let's go!
Yes! You got it!
Up in the race. Better than that. Party for me.
Oh, he's going into a monologue.
I am the almighty Swole Godfather. They're swole babies. A hang with me is expensive. They'll need that $25,000. We shall order many apps, mild sticks, fully loaded nachos, and even a shrimp cocktail if I'm feeling frisky.
There's a whole gauntlet going on. Can you stop listing starters?
Fine. All eyes are on Juwan.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Poetry in motion, baby. Juwan's got a haiku ready. Slide it down.
I don't know how many more syllables we need.
Hands down, the best thing you'll see on your telly. Now move it over. Disney W, Oklahoma Nathan's plagiarizing poet strategy. And it pays off.
Now it's Haley's turn.
Ravi.
She makes it.
Swole Daddy!
Swole Daddy AJ puts in beast mode. Beast mode.
Cool joke, Cena. You'll fit in great with the Swole crew.
Two full teams have made it to Revolver. Can Poet Kishon make it a third? The Swole Daddy's lead is completely gone.
Come on, AJ. Hey, jump early.
Now that all three teams are together, it's shut up or shut up.
Jump!
That'll cure a hangover, but he'll need his partner to pass before they can advance.
Let's go, baby! Swole Daddies! Take a run! Swole Daddies! Let's go, baby!
The real life hangover crew has made it to Fun Down. Let's go.
But Ravi.
Here in Spun and Done, strategy comes into play more than ever, as the contestants must enter on the green
Like Swole AJ just demonstrated.
and exit on the red, avoiding the aggressive sweeper bars along their way. Back at the Revolver, all of Oklahoma is watching. A shot at this thing, he has got to make it here.
He took that in like a double helping a chicken fried steak.
One follows trying to catch up to the other two teams.
I believed in him. I always believe in the hot ones.
Come on, baby! Let's go, Gio!
At the Spun and Done, Gio runs for the sector. While the other team's closing in, Swole Daddies need to make their move here.
What happened? Wipe out! Daddy's gonna wipe out, baby!
Over the bar! Yeah! You did it!
Swole Gio slides into the winner's circle.
Yeah, come on, Haley!
Back at the Revolver, OK Haley is still a step behind. They're not out of this thing yet. But with one member of the Swole Daddies already at the finish platform, they need to OK.
Well, hello there.
The reason you hate the finish, get your butt up!
Honestly, useful romantic advice.
You go up there!
Now this is the good stuff.
Game the gauntlet?
if you can walk around and slow them. Homies catch up. The gauntlet is theirs. Ladies are taking their precious time, and the door's wide open for the Opa homies to slide in for a win.
You gotta get those hops in. Come on,
Alexa, dismiss.
That was their chance.
Dave, wait till the red is over here. That's when you're gonna sprint it out. Okay? Got it.
He needs the time.
Chance of for hearing me? No.
You're gonna sprint it out now. Sprint. Next one.
Poor AJ has the spin. This gives Haley a chance to run through. Can she do it?
Sprint it out. Go, run. Hop it, hop it.
gotta go overboard.
The swamp crew is through.
They're one step closer.
All the hail of the Holy Soul Father, John. Thank you for your power.
I am not coming to any debauchery until they take it all the way up. So
I can't wait to hear the stories, John.
there will be no stories.
Come on, just between you and me and the voice recorder on the phone.
I mean never to share private information around you.
I won't.
The Swole Daddies ripped up that gauntlet, but who will be their Wipeout Zone workout partner?
Coming up.
Plus, as we have to find the course.
Then it's the Lighthouse Map.
No, this isn't happening.
Settle down.
Team Pixel's turning red. Streaming right ahead to Disney Plus.
It's impossible to take hold of the world spotlight overnight. Create your own unicorn. Be a cover model, a powerful athlete, or compete as a trans woman. Impossible? No. I'm possible.
If you haven't tried Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray, what are you waiting for? It's Dawn's fastest and easiest way to clean everyday dishes. Just spray, wipe, and rinse. It cleans 5 times faster than actually break down grease on contact. So spray your dishes clean with Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray.
With Nesto, you'll get the best mortgage rate on your first try. Simple as that. Nesto, low from the get-go.
The delicious taste of McCafe Little Donuts. Like the melt in your mouth new double glazed and limited time creamy double chocolate, there's a little donut made for you. Try any little donut with a medium McCafe premium roast coffee for only $2.39 plus tax every day.
Are getting a signal to come together. New season.
Okay, that's your turn to kiss.
CTV is back in movies. Hundreds of titles.
We got a lot of catching up to do.
And all totally free.
Alright. Part of the fun.
Only on CTV.ca and the CTV app. It's CTV and so much more. Stream anytime.
when you make watch it.
It's dope. It really is.
Okay.
And I hope you're gonna binge watch Peacemaker. I really do.
Is it out on HBO Max?
It will be when this airs.
I will.
Thank you. Let's make some peace.
Yeah, Peacemaker.
Welcome back to Wipeout. One gauntlet down and one to go. Like a fine wine, our show just gets better with age.
But not if you leave it open and on the counter for 3 months.
You didn't drink that counter wine again, did you?
Of course not, John. It's just there for decoration. Now, let's see that leaderboard.
The Swole Daddies strong-armed the competition in that incredible first heat of the gauntlet. Now let's see who'll be joining them in the Wipeout zone. In Heat 2 of the gauntlet, we've got Magic Makers, Bam Fictions, Mackenzie and Jeff.
Our snowboarders, Baron and Skylar.
And Dwight and Claudia, team Who's the Boss, here to put in work.
Hey, Tom. Are we done yet?
Nope, the Dizzy Dummy's just speeding up.
Does Dwight even want to be here?
I won't be able to walk.
3, 2, 1. Unleashed like a Black Friday crowd hungry for cheap TVs. As if by magic, Wizard Jeff plans it. Wow.
Mackenzie follows her dad, which makes Bam Fiction the first team to make it to the removal. Eric's just found out All Risk has one reward. These guys think they're so cool using magic. Well, two can play that game.
Wait, what? Where did Magic Jeff go?
Magic Jeff is good.
Oh, cute Halloween costume.
It's a real wizard close.
Ready to go?
No, you go first. Back at Disney. These two are making
Oh my gosh.
it's Dwight.
Snowboarder Skylar, they look like slow-ass turtles in a rabbit race. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
Can Boss Claudia land her jump off Dizzy Dummy?
On a power move, so hesitant.
Dwight knows play next. Oh,
Slow to work that one out.
they're risking it all with that. And this badass border is on his way.
Skylar follows.
Yeah, and that ball-to-the-wall energy has him cruising for a home. Where Magic Mackenzie is reeling after her father's mysterious disappearing act. She gathers herself.
Teacher, do the disappearing spell again.
Payback's a witch, Nicole.
Oh, what did you do? Gone now.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to be here.
I don't either.
You go first. Back in the Disney Dummy, Claudia's lost her boss babe vibes, and Dwight is lost without it.
Gosh, dang it.
That was pretty good, Dwight. He didn't want to do it, but he did it. Just like me with putting pants on.
First, we strap her revolver.
Come on, Skylar, wait for it.
What baby boy.
Now Baron tries.
Hi, boo.
Backside 180, bro.
Back at the Dizzy Dummy. Now Boss Dwight is thinking about maybe going for that jump. And here comes Snowboarder Skylar passing our tortoise Dwight, who's slow and dizzy.
Claudia lands it.
Thanks, Dwight. All teams have made it to the revolver.
Slow and steady can win this race as Who's the Boss joins the snowboarding hairs at the revolver. For fearless snowboarder Skylar is back to the revolver. Oh! And with no hesitation, she makes it through.
I'm gonna die nowhere.
Here, you want to go first?
He does not want to see these two.
What is your issue, Dobby?
I thought he was wrestling there fighting with the guy. I didn't realize he was all by himself.
Yes?
Oh, he made that look easy.
Our snowboarding hairs leaving the slow tortoises behind. Skylar used that no-escape strategy. She'll need to navigate the sweeper bars and exit on the to win this thing. Meanwhile, non-boss Dwight is still reluctant.
I'm not sure about you either, Dwight. I'm not in a rush. That's like 107 in wipeout.
Boss Claudia is not giving up on her wipeout streak.
She almost holds on, but her boss girl grip fails her.
Skyler's all-risk, all-reward strategy has her huffing and puffing. No, you got this. Can't she push through? Will she wipe out again?
Lloyd, you did it! Join me in the winner's circle. You did it, girlfriend. One more wipeout to finish it, but you did it.
What's the matter, Abby?
Down to the wire. This is so exciting. I could pee my pants.
What the? What's the matter?
Does the technology even exist? The snowboarders are miles ahead of Claudia and Dwight. Come on, Barry. Like Super Mario.
What's the matter, Abby? Hmm?
Somewhere.
He's finally made it to that red exit. He just needs to get over this bar.
Dobby!
Just like that, the snowboarding hair is moving faster than the tortoise.
Well, give me a minute. Let me die real quick. And I'll open the door. I'll go lock the door, okay? Oh, come on. I just kind of tripping that thing.
Emergency assistance.
Yes, Dobby.
Ryan, what happens when a fight together? Get into it Monday at 8, 9 now. Screen time. We live in a We met with our CABC advisor now about our plan, and she told us something we didn't think was possible. She told us we could buy the house, and now it's ours. Conditions made real.
Welcome to Dash Pass from DoorDash. With unlimited orders, no delivery fees, and perks that grow on trees. Sweet, salty, sour, and the corner store at almost any hour. Subscribe to Dash Pass for no delivery fees, exclusive deals, plus savings on every order.
Can you save water running a less than full Cascade Platinum is a certified dishwasher that uses less than 15 liters of water per cycle, while the running sink uses that every 2 minutes. So do it, because even small ones save water. Cascade.
Can't get to the salon? You can still look and feel your best with Finishing Touch Flawless. The easy way to instantly and painlessly remove facial hair. No redness or irritation. Salon-style results at home. Available at Canadian major retailers.
Check out this Verba.
At the the Brick Mattress Store, we have the right mattress for you, guaranteed. Discover the unparalleled comfort of a Beauty Rest mattress, like this exclusive Beauty Rest Hotel Eurotop Queen set, with comfort features specifically designed or step up to featuring triple wire pocketed coils for supportive sleep that lasts for years. Plus, mattresses starting at just $179. The Brick Mattress Store, mattress guaranteed.
What the fuck are you arguing about?
Today is the first chapter of my fate love story. Talk to her.
Say what?
I think you're gonna like me.
The light?
Nice trap is setting up.
Go Big Show. All new right here at 10 on CTV Comedy Channel.
Welcome back to Wow. Our two best teams are about to face the music in the most exciting part of our show, Wipeout Zone. They'll also be facing the harsh realization that they are so small in this big world.
John, are you having a moment?
The question is this the moment that changes everything?
Is it?
No, not for me, but for one team it absolutely is. Relay style.
Cheater. Hate that build. Okay, we're going to log and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go unlock the door. Well, lock the door downstairs for Sim to run down there. I don't know what he needs down there, but...
Okay.
Hi, Tom.
Tonight, a face-off between the Swole Daddies vying for an epic hangover hang with me and the snowboarders who are just nuts enough to give these daddies a run for their money. Let's get in the zone. Giovanni absolutely swole with excitement at dropout.
All right, you and AJ, you're those Swole Daddies.
That's it, man! After this, we're getting in the party bus. We're going straight downtown.
Okay, are you ready to go?
Ready, baby?
I'm locking, loading you in.
Let's do it.
Okay, I feel the energy. You're ready. Let's go. Let's go,
Please, will you? Yes, I will. Come on, do it. Bring it. Bring it, boy. Come on. Bring it. Come on. Come on. Up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
75 feet down off the dropout. It's on the way in.
Must be hard carrying all that muscle across.
I get you. I get you. I get you.
Had a really good one so far. First thing you fired first thing going. This is Giovanni's first taste of a wipeout.
Yeah, I'm a confident wipeout.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could be any member of the hangover crew, who would you be?
Like sexy.
I will pull those long ears of yours. Okay. Kind of back now. It's only you watching, right, Blue? Whew.
AJ's already made it. G-Force will leave and they're continuing their dominance. No, you tried too early.
They're called the Swole Touches, but I don't really see most of them wetsuits. Like, shouldn't it look like Aquaman? Doesn't he wear a wetsuit?
So help me Aquaman.
Oh no. We should have tuna with Aquaman.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Someone is watching you right now. There you go. Get up. Get up.
He's learned his lesson after the scoop thing.
And get up and jump. Hey, no, you got it. Good. Don't give me that face.
This is probably what a hangover feels like.
AJ, this is for the big party, baby. Come on. Come on, push it. Hey, get ready.
Picking winning sports teams? See for yourself at BetwayBigPick.com. It's your chance to put your instincts to the test and win up to $30,000 every single week. Just pick who you think will win each week's games and lock it in. It's that easy. And it's absolutely free. How about that? So go on, try it with this week's big game for your chance at 30K. Play now at BetwayBigPick.com.
Check out this verbo. Here I am, right where I belong. It's all I've been looking for and so much more, and now I'm here. Now you're here. Can't go wrong 'cause I am right here. You want to go out, Walter? Let's go.
Pace yourself.
That's incredible.
Oh yeah, it's a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. This thing's built for off-roading right from the factory.
No, I meant the cat.
It's like nobody's seen a cat before.
The Chevy Silverado Trail
It's like somebody can see the cat green
You've always loved dropping into Swiss Chalet for takeout, and now we're bringing the taste you love straight to your car. Swiss Chalet Valet, our easy curbside pickup. Order through our app, pay ahead, and we'll come right to your door. Swiss Chalet, taste it once, love it forever.
Domino's, you have a million chances for something to go wrong. You have one chance for everything to work.
You're not in the way.
One wrong move, and the whole thing is gone. Are you ready? This is so stressful.
Eric Stone Street hosts. Domino Masters. New series starts Wednesday only on CTV. Then stream anytime.
Okay, match and 30 kids.
CTV Throwback and Movies. Hundreds of titles.
We got a lot of catching up to do.
And all totally free.
All right. Part of this promise.
Only on CTV.ca and the CTV app. It's CTV and so much more. Stream anytime. That's savage.
Crossing Swords, Wednesday at 10:30 on CTV Comedy Channel.
There are some moments that haunt us all our lives. Moments on which history turns.
Do you have any idea what's happening here? Reality has been programmed.
Oh, hello, my friend. Welcome to the road not taken.
I believe you have one final frontier yet to come.
If you changed, you wouldn't have come here. If you'd really changed, you wouldn't have let me. Do you know that fable about the scorpion and the frog? They both die. Because the scorpion can't change its nature. Maybe you're the scorpion.
Welcome back to Wipeout.
There aren't many gifts in life that keep on giving quite like the Wipeout Zone.
That's true, except for Rick Astley. He's never gonna give us up.
Okay, you're right. Let's check out that leaderboard.
Earlier, the Swole Daddies strong-armed the Wipeout Zone with a final time of 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Will our snowboarders be able to rip through the course and beat that time?
How are you feeling?
I am ready to shred the way.
All right, I'm setting you off, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it.
The Swole Daddies look nervous as we prepare to start.
Three, two,
Snowboarder Baron, but I figured launching like that, that's
You're having a great time. Don't try to go through it. Try to hold one side of it. Run through it, okay?
They do have plenty of time. 6 minutes and 54 seconds is the time to beat.
Go, go, go. Run that.
Yes, but I'm running around with a chicken.
Okay.
Oh, I'm running around with a chicken on my head.
I see car.
Where did the chicken go? Okay, where did that chicken go? I need that chicken.
She's feeling it now. Now she knows she's getting tired, yo. Stand up, guys, stand up. You're good, you're good, you're good. You got this. Timing, timing. Like that, like that. Here we go, come on. She's a little tired. Final stretch. You got this.
Yes.
Darren, what should she do differently?
Her timing is just there. She just needs to get that good grip on it.
I never have an issue with a good grip.
Hey, Skylar, you gotta focus up. This might be your last chance. Time is ticking away. $25,000 on the line.
What the hell? Where'd you get a flip flop from?
Remember the stairs, the doors open?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So maybe it's your slipper?
there being a flip flop on the stairs.
Your slipper?
Huh?
Your slipper, maybe?
No, it's an actual flip flop.
Well, one of mine's down there. My skull one. Well, that just sucks.
Things go down all the time, like social media. But when Spotify went down today, it made me realize how cloud dependent we've become as people. You realize everything of yours is on the cloud, right? Like everything.
Mine.
Social media goes down in time. Today, I had no music. Like I had no music. Where's the music? It's on the cloud. Back in the day, the internet didn't affect my music. You know what I mean? You could do whatever you wanted with the internet. I still had my Casey and JoJo CD. You know what I mean? The worst that could happen was that it could get a scratch. That was like the worst thing that could happen to you. And no, and then just skip. If you're really good, when your CD skipped, you knew when to skip, you know what I mean? You knew it would happen at 134. And so if you'd have people over at 133, you'd like pause and then say something. You guys liking this? Then skip over to 137. All right, I'll carry on. That's why I think you should have a fair split. Some physical, you know what I mean? Some virtual. Not everything in the cloud. I'm gonna go back and buy some CDs now. Just get back in the game. Only the shit I really listen to. Mixtapes coming back. I actually want to go back to cassettes. Rewind that shit, son. Take it back.
The only city in America. The Daily Show. Tonight, the world has a gas problem. Badass women of war. Inside Gurus. This is the Daily Show with Trevor Noah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Show. I'm Trevor Noah, and joining me
But today's headline is my good friend, Roy Wood Jr. What's going on, Roy?
I'm good, man. I'm not worried about none of that Spotify, the cloud. I ain't gonna lose none of my. I printed every email I ever got in life. I got them all at the house.
So you're not worried because you basically just physicalized everything in your life?
Everything, every picture, all that shit in a box at the crib, bro.
That is a miserable way to live, but at least you got your emails.
Ask me if I got every email.
Do you have every email?
Yes, I do.
Like every email I've ever sent you?
You'll never catch me slacking, bro.
Well, I hope you're happy.
Even the spam, I print that too. Because you never know.
Good to see you, Roy. All right.
I print even the spam because you just never know.
We kick things off with COVID-19. Yesterday, the official global death toll from COVID passed 6 million, which according to the U.S. means the pandemic is over. Congratulations, everybody. We did it. And yes, things are getting better as the Omicron wave recedes, don't get me wrong, because cases and hospitalizations are falling. You know, most places are ending mask mandates and other antivirus measures, which means you can now legally push the elevator buttons with your tongue again. We're back, baby. But don't forget this. There are 1,400 Americans possibly dying from COVID-19, right? The vast majority of them are unvaccinated, which is why the measure that all experts are pushing harder than ever is vaccinations and boosters. But it turns out it's not all experts.
Florida doctor says the state will be the first in the nation to recommend that healthy kids should not get vaccinated for COVID. State Surgeon General made the announcement yesterday during a roundtable discussion organized by Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. It included doctors who criticized coronavirus lockdowns and mandates. The CDC and the American Academy of Pediatrics do recommend that COVID vaccine be administered to all children.
There's that one on the fucking boat.
The Florida Department of Health is going to
Sorry for my language.
be the first state to officially recommend against the COVID-19 vaccines for healthy children.
Okay, first of all, let me just say that it is shocking to find out that Florida has a Surgeon General. Yeah, I didn't know they had that. It's like finding out that TJ Maxx actually has someone who organizes the clothes. What? What do you do all day? Have you seen that shit? But I mean, of course, the Florida Surgeon General...
That's the gun I don't like. In case you
Surgeon General of Florida. Oh my God, health recommendations are like, alligators can't hurt you if you're drunk. What do we expect? It's Florida, people.
Dobby, bring it.
And don't get me wrong, I do get where some people
Don't
are
want you
coming
eating
from on this
rubber.
issue. It is true.
Come on.
With a few rare exceptions, COVID is not a problem for kids. I understand that completely, especially since kids are little germ factories all the time. Yeah. Coronavirus doesn't make them more sick than they already are 360 days of the year anyway. I get it. But don't forget how vaccines work. The more everybody gets them, even people who are not vulnerable, the less the virus can spread, which protects people who are vulnerable, and it helps prevent new variants from emerging. That's the main thing. Yeah, because what, you thought Omicron was going to be the last variant? No. Not the way the shit is still spreading. Next thing you know, the new variant is probably going to have legs. Yeah, it's going to infect your lungs and kick you in the nuts. Ow!
No. There's going to be some strong kids coming out of Florida over the next 2 decades. Like, look at what they're up against, man. You're up against COVID. You're up against the toxic algae down there. The water is all crazy down there, too. I'm telling you, man, there's going to be some strong alligators. You got to run from gators. It's going to be some strong kids. That's what they're doing.
Strong or mutants?
That also means strong. Mutant is another word for strong.
I agree. I'll fight you on that.
Some strong, unvaccinated children. I'm going to move my boy down there and teach him some football.
All right, let's move on to the other pandemic that people keep insisting is behind us. Racism. And I know there are all sorts of things that make people go, oh, is that really racist, though? Is it really racist to touch a black person's hair or say the N-word during karaoke? I mean, yeah, you were singing Sweet Caroline. There was no need for it. But there are one thing that absolutely everyone can agree is racist, and that's lynching. And now, that is finally official.
The U.S. Senate has just now passed a bill making lynching a federal hate crime. The Until Anti-Lynching Act was passed unanimously last night. That bill is named for the 14-year-old whose brutal torture and murder helped to spark the civil rights movement. And it designates
Dobby, come on. Leave her alone.
up to 30 years in prison.
Congress had previously failed to pass anti-lynching legislation despite over 200 attempts since 1918. You see, people, this just goes to show that both political parties can come together and pass common sense legislation. They just need 104 years to do it. You just gotta be patient. And you know what? Prescription drugs, you better watch out. Because your price is going down in the year 2122, 2123. We'll be alive, man. We'll still be alive. Well, the prices will, then they'll definitely be down. You know, if you ask me, it's actually no coincidence that they couldn't pass this law for 100 years. And then Mike Pence almost gets lynched. And suddenly, lynching is a hate crime. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a coincidence, don't you think? Maybe that's how black people can solve all their problems. Like, I'm not saying I want Mike Pence to get beaten up by the police. I'm just saying if they tased him once or twice, it would probably help speed things along. And look, I know it's slightly disappointing knowing that this law only got passed in 2022.
How we getting off my table? It's not like a free zone or anything.
A little bit, just to make it feel like it happened ages ago, when it actually should.
The U.S. Senate has just now passed a bill making lynching a federal hate crime. And this just in, I heard there's now a telephone in Europe. Exciting times.
Happened so long ago, it feels good.
It did happen so long ago. Should we still
focus on
racism? Or at this point, I just think we should just be proactive and just look at future racism and just start passing the laws now, so that by the time we need the law will be in place. Like right now on the books should be the Mars Desegregation Act should be on the books now. We should start discussing the desegregation of Mars.
So you're assuming that black people are going to make it to Mars?
They never will if we don't pass the legislation, Trevor. That's why we have to now focus on making sure that it's legal for black people to go to Mars.
Well, what if they say, like, they're just going to send all the black people to Mars only?
You know what, let me call my congressman and discuss that, because I haven't considered that option.
All right, let's move on. Because our main story today is about the continuing war in Ukraine. So, let's catch up on all the latest in our ongoing coverage of the war in Ukraine. Of Russia's plan to liberate Ukrainians by bombing all of their cities. And things don't look like they'll be getting better anytime soon. The third round of peace talks has ended with no resolution. 2 million Ukrainians have now fled the country, and the Russians are reportedly trying to get Syrians to come fight with them against Ukraine. And I don't know, man, I feel like Syrians must be pretty conflicted about this. You know, because on the one hand, Russia's asking them to fight in another war. But on the other hand, there's finally one European country happy to have Syrians come over. Huh? And you know, if you ask me, I think this is a pretty smart strategy from Putin. He's probably thinking that if he can turn this into a Middle East conflict, then the West will stop caring about it. Meanwhile, in the battle to isolate Russia, McDonald's and Starbucks have become the latest Western corporations to cut ties with Russia, with both announcing that they would temporarily close all locations in the country. Yeah, no Starbucks, no McDonald's. That's a sad life to live. Yeah, no pick-me-up in the morning, no Happy Meals. They call them in Russia meals. I don't think they have a word for happy. No? Yeah, just like go to the drive-thru and then give the kid the food. Just like, look in meal, Dimitri. There is great toy of wheelbarrow to remind you the purpose of life is work. This is your birthday. This is your birthday. You were born on this day. This is your birthday. Now, as the situation in Ukraine gets more dire, the economic fallout of the war is spreading to the rest of the world.
This morning, gas prices soaring to the highest average ever recorded, $4.17 a gallon.
I just filled up right now, and it cost me $50 versus normally it's costing me $30.
Up 10 cents in just one day, and 55 cents since last week, eclipsing the previous record of $4.10 a gallon set 14 years ago.
In California, $4 a gallon would be a relief. The average there is $5.28. Prices at this Shell station in Los Angeles hitting nearly $7.
Oh my God.
Gas prices shocking drivers at the pump.
sucks for parents who need to try to consume. It sucks for small businesses who have to spend more money to move things around. It sucks for everyone. Because the price of gas affects the price of everything. Like if this keeps up, the next Fast and Furious movie is going to take place on public transportation. It's all about saving gas. And I feel so bad for everyone who gets surprised when they fill up their tank. I mean, think about it. Yesterday you had money, and then all of a sudden today, you know, your salary didn't go up. Right? Nothing in your life changed. You just don't have enough money. Which, by the way, is weird. Can we agree on this as a concept? It's weird. It's weird that the price of gas changes, but like instantly at the pump. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like the change should only affect the gas that's on its way, not the gas that's already there. Like this gas has been here for a week, so technically that's the $4 gas. You know what I mean? Give me the $4 gas. In fact, give me the gas at the bottom of the tank. That's like the $2 shit. It's been there for a while. Don't charge the $5 shit still coming. The price changed. That price changed. I want the stuff that's here now. And can we spare a moment for this woman who was surprised there? I mean, just think about it. A camera crew comes up to her and they're like, can we film you while you fill up your tank? She was probably like, oh boy, I'm on a secret game show. Oh, he's gonna finally propose. And then they're just like, haha, we showed you don't have enough money on the news. Have a good day. And you know, you've really got to hand it to corporations when you think about it, man. Because you hear people all the time going like, the price of oil has gone up, so everything costs more. But they've done a great job of tricking all of us into thinking that prices are these magical things that nobody has control over. Because you understand, as consumers, we understand the price of oil went up, so we're going to have to pay more. But who made that rule? Right? Oil companies are making windfall profits right now, over $100 billion a year. Why can't they take the hit? Just a tiny hit. Yeah, because when prices go up, you know, the oil companies are there and they're just making the money. They're just like, oh man, I wish there was something we could do. Well, you could make a little less profit. No, something else. Something else we could do that wouldn't affect us. What would it be? And the question is now, why are gas prices surging the way they are? Well, as you heard, Russia supplies a lot of oil to the rest of the world. And even though America and Europe have passed loads of sanctions against Russia, they've cut off its banks and they've kicked it out of the UN book club, they're still paying Russia
can't do anything else but do that.
every day for oil and gas. Which, I mean, let's be honest, doesn't make a lot of sense. When you're sending money to a country that you basically have no oil. Like, if you were in a bonfire, wouldn't it be strange to buy one light so that he can smash you over the head with it? And that's such a weird arrangement that many countries have been talking about boycotting Russian oil, which then created fears of an oil shortage that sent oil prices skyrocketing. Yeah, and apparently those fears were well-founded because today, America did this.
Today, more consequences from the United States. President Biden announced a ban on all Russian oil, natural gas, and coal imports to the U.S.
Today, I'm announcing the United States is targeting the main artery of Russia's economy. We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. Americans have rallied to support the Ukrainian people and made it clear we will not be part of subsidizing Putin's war. This is a step that we're taking to inflict further pain on Putin. But
leave her alone.
Cost as well here in the United States. Since Putin began his military buildup in Ukrainian borders, just since
Mama Matthew, we're going to bed, Dobby.
the price of the gas at the pump in America went up 75 cents. And with this action, it's going to go up further. I'm going to do everything I can to minimize Putin's price hike here at home.
Yes, you heard the president. Russian oil is now banned from the United States. But don't get it twisted. America isn't just going to start riding bikes everywhere, right? It's going to get that oil from somewhere. And luckily, America produces a lot of its own oil. There's Texas, there's Alaska, there's Rudy Giuliani, but it's still not enough. It's still not enough oil. So America has also been reaching out to countries that it's not exactly on great terms with. You know, like Venezuela and Saudi Arabia, to try and get them to pump more oil to get the prices back down. Which you have to admit is a bit of an awful situation to be in, you know? Yeah, America's basically like, these countries are immoral,
Fighting
and we will
shutdown.
have nothing to do with them. Guys, have any gas money, Saudi Arabia? I said that shit to you before I was home. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if those countries turned around and flipped it on America if they were like, America, we would love to sell you oil, but we cannot do business with a country that drones civilians in the Middle East. Our conscience will not allow it. No, we're just kidding. We'll take your money. You should have seen your face though. You were so scared, huh? Imagine we don't take your money. While America is able to go cold turkey on Russian oil, Europe is hooked. They're completely hooked for now. And like, completely hooked. The EU gets
If you need to
40%
go,
of
it
its
is
gas
okay.
and a quarter of its oil from Russia. Which is why they couldn't join this boycott, even if they wanted to. Yeah, without Russia's energy, Europe wouldn't have enough heat for their homes, or fuel for their cars, or oil for their
It is almost bedtime.
Christmas blackface celebrations. Which means that Russia has a lot of leverage in that relationship, and it turns out that they know it.
As the weight of crippling sanctions falls on Russia, Vladimir Putin is now threatening to cut off Europe's gas supply.
In an address on state television on Monday, Russia's Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak warned that Russia has every right to shut off its gas deliveries to Europe. He added, "So far, we are not taking such a decision, but European politicians, with their statements and accusations against Russia, push us towards that."
Yeah, you see, you can't go too hard after the country that makes it possible for you to survive winter. That's why Europe always has to pepper its denunciations of Russia with, like, the occasional compliments. This war in Ukraine is as inexcusable as Tchaikovsky's music is unforgettable, huh? Now, of course, this is a two-way street. Sure, Europe needs Russian oil. Russia needs Europe's money. I mean, what else do they have to offer? It's not like they're going to fund the war by selling cabbage soup. So both sides of this relationship are in a game of chicken, and nobody knows who's going to give. But one thing we do know is this. It would definitely be better for Europe and America to not be in this situation in the first place. Because Putin has shined a spotlight on the trade-offs that dependency If countries want to move to renewable energy or safe nuclear power, they can no longer afford to make that like item number 10 on the agenda. Yeah, because not only will the planet suffer, but you'll find yourself constantly having to make deals with the devil.